Call the meeting to order. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right. 3.0, let the roll call reflect everyone is present today. 4.0 student rep, we don't have one. So 5.0 agenda additions and deletions. Do you have any, Jeff? Okay. 6.0, anybody signed up for visitor input? 7.0, approve the agenda.
Also move we approve the agenda.
Kelly had pointed out that the agenda shows study session notes from June 29th, should be June 27th. So we'll, with that amendment. Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Gentilini, second by Sather. Any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 8.0, approve the treasurer's report for the second check writing of June, the month of June, and the first check writing of July.
Okay, for the second check writing of June, we had total disbursements of $66,661, $1.42. For the check writing of June, we had a total receipts of $625,574.06, disbursements of $226,000, $659.61. Payroll, we had $720,750.52. Our check balances in the miners bank is $3,642,493.17. The First National Bank of Gilbert account has $2,055,363.16 for a total between the two banks of $5,697,856.33. And for the first check writing of June, we had total disbursements of $146,355.25. That's it.
Do we have a motion to approve the treasurer's report? I'll make the motion to approve the treasurer's report.
Support.
Motion by Lotiger, support by Gentilini. Any discussion?
I just have one question on the ICS Consulting Incorporated for $11,375.
What was that?
Okay, for ICS Consulting Incorporated, amount of $11,375.00. Is that our matching funds with Virginia for that consulting firm?
We actually got a grant for that. We have to pay it out, but we get reimbursed then.
Oh, we pay it all and then we
We pay it out and then we get reimbursed from
yeah,
the
we get
AAA.
reimbursed the full amount. Okay, that's my only question.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 9.0 consent agenda. A, approve the minutes of the regular meeting of Monday, June 11th, 2018, and of the special meeting of Wednesday, June 27th, 2018. B, approve the 2018-2019 membership renewal with MSBA. C, approve the 2018-2019 membership renewal with MREA. D, approve the 2018-2019 membership renewal with MSHSL. And then E, approve the 2018-2019 membership renewal for ARCC. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I will go ahead.
I'll second.
Motion by Sather, second by Addy. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
I'll abstain.
Motion carries with one abstaining. Director Peterson. 10.0, items removed from consent agenda. We did not have any, so 11.0 personnel. 11.1, approve the appointment of Bob Hulstrom as custodian/driver.
Madam Chair, this is a replacement position for a retiree. We still have, just so the board understands, we still have one more custodian open due to some internal shift after we lost one, and then we also are still missing a plumber.
I will make the motion to approve the appointment of Bob Hulstrom as custodian and bus driver. Do we have a second?
Second.
Motion by Lotiger, second by Gentilini. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 12.0 new business. 12.1 resolution number 665, resolution stating the intention of the school board to proceed with the joint planning process. Do you have the wording for that? Do you have the wording for the resolution?
Yeah, for reading the resolution.
Huh?
For reading the resolution,
Okay.
yes.
So we'll need a motion to approve the resolution, and Kelly will read that.
I'll make a motion.
Second the motion
Okay.
to approve the resolution.
Okay. The resolution is number 665, resolution stating the intention of the school board to proceed with joint planning process. Be it resolved, the school board of Independent School District number 2154, State of Minnesota, intends to proceed with jointly working with Independent School District number 706, State of Minnesota, on a joint planning process which involves both districts working on the possibilities of a joint academy-style high school. The board intends to proceed cooperatively with the updated joint planning process, Attachment A, that was discussed and updated with joint school board input per the joint meeting of both school boards on Monday, June 25th, 2018. 1, the board hereby authorizes the superintendent to continue working jointly with ISD number 706 administration with regards to coordination of the joint planning process. 2, the board hereby authorizes the superintendent to expend district resources to continue to communicate with our district taxpayers and stakeholders' progress and updates of the joint planning process. 3, the board authorizes the superintendent to negotiate and execute jointly with ISD number 706 administration a professional services contract with ICS Consulting Incorporated for professional services, planning, design, and construction management to assist with the services necessary for the joint planning process through implementation. 4, the board authorizes the superintendent to execute necessary agreements with Ehlers and Associates to serve as municipal financial advisor for the joint planning process through implementation. 5, the board authorizes the superintendent to seek, negotiate, and execute jointly with ISD number 706 administration a professional polling company and execute a professional services contract with said company as necessary for the joint planning process.
All right. Any discussion? We will take a roll call vote.
I was going to ask about the timeline. So, I know we talked about July and August for all that information we gathered and was provided to us last joint meeting in regards to the jobs that are in our area. If we've analyzed that and reached out to any potential businesses, like healthcare was a big one. Have we had time to do that yet, or are we looking at doing that into August?
That part of that process will happen after if both boards approve this tonight.
After this? Okay.
I have one question on the facilities committee.
Yep.
How will that be picked, superintendent,
How will that be picked?
to fill that position?
Natalie, can you help me out with that one? He wants to know how we would pick the facilities committee.
Well, usually we gather the people that are interested, and most people that are interested will be able to be on the committee, unless we,
Is that by
And then-
commission of a name then?
Yeah,
Okay.
and so there'll be, in joining with the Virginia School District, we'll have a
Okay, who are you with?
ICS.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I'm just here for any questions,
Okay.
just like this.
Right, thank you.
Yeah.
Any further questions or discussion? Then we'll take a roll call vote.
Director Gentilini?
Yes.
Director Chad?
Yes.
Director Addy?
Yes.
Director Sather is a yes. Director Lotiger?
Yes.
Director Peterson?
Yes.
Director Mullner?
Yes.
That is 7 yeses and 0 nos.
Motion carries unanimously.
Thank you to all of you. I mean, I think this is going to be good. We're going to be starting right away. There's lots to do. We'll keep you up to date as things progress. Like I said, the first thing is the green box, so we'll start hammering away on that one right away.
Okay. 12.2, approve the job description for the activities director. Do we have a motion?
I'll move.
Second?
Second.
Motion by Addy, second by Mulner. Any discussion? No discussion, or are we still looking over it?
No, I mean, it's nothing, it's something I've mentioned in the study session in regards to the position. I do feel strongly with, in the hiring process, that we have someone on the committee that's, has expertise, maybe the former athletic director, and certainly not as like a prerequisite, but some affiliation with sports programs is going to benefit our district, be able to mentor coaches and whatnot.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. 12.3, approve the purchase of smart panels for elementary classrooms.
Madam Chair, this will include grades K through 6, both here in Eveleth and in Gilbert, all of the elementary class, I should specify, all of the traditional elementary classrooms will have the grade levels.
So 5th and 6th grade will have them over there. Okay. All right. Do we have a motion?
I'll move.
Do we have a second?
Support.
Any further discussion?
Jeff, are we paying for these through what program are we,
What's that?
how are we paying for these?
This comes out of district capital.
Okay.
And I did reach out to the vendor after you asked about the warranty. There's a 3-year warranty on these.
Okay. And do they come here, do somebody have to send in, or?
Yeah, they do. Well, depends on the problem.
Okay.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. 12.4, approve the quote for the Franklin hallway refurbishment.
Madam Chair, we talked about the hallway refurbishment at an earlier study session. ARI had drawn specs to go out for bid a while ago, and I know Director Addy had asked for those specs, and I was not able to get them for him tonight. They do exist. But in the process, we did get 4 bids back last Friday. You can see the range in the enclosure there, with TL Construction being the low bid at $62,500. Being that this was bid out, traditionally you go with the low bid, but you can, if you want to go somewhere else, vote for one of the other contractors. You can do so by justifying, if there's justification for not going with the low bid.
Do you have a history with working with any of?
The only one that I'm familiar with has been Lancy. They're the
And-
ones that did the window project here and the stuff over in Gilbert when we first started this. I have no knowledge of this teal construction.
Okay. Good experience with Lindsay?
May I share? Or are we in discussion, or we have to?
Should we
Well, you
get a
should-
motion
yeah, we
first? We'll get a motion. We need a motion to approve the quote for the Franklin Hallway refurbishment.
I will make a motion to approve the quote for the Franklin Hallway refurbishment as ARI proposed for TL construction.
Okay. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, motion by Sather, second by Peterson, and just to be clear, that was for TL.
Yeah, as stated from the
Recommendation.
proposal. Yep.
Okay. Any discussion?
Yes, I went up and I looked at that wall. It's on the west wall going into the Franklin building there. That was evidently put in 1992, I believe.
92.
And it didn't last 26 years. Never made it 26 years. I guess my question is it defective materials that were used there? Or is it construction problems that were encountered there? Why that wall filled that quick, or design? Does anybody have an answer? ARI have an answer for that? So we know why, is it going to keep going on down the line, or is it going to keep failing, or?
The
we're gonna
best
put
they can- the
62
best they can tell right now is the windows failed. That's where the water came in.
All the
So
same
it isn't
style?
the wall itself. I mean, it became the wall after the water got in there, but the theory is it originated with the windows failing.
So they're all the same windows all the way down that walkway.
Right.
So we could start having failures right along then. Is there any guarantee on wherever they purchase those windows from?
The only thing is with that particular section there, and there's a little bit more down, that one gets hit by the sun pretty bad in the afternoon, along that wall, whereas the rest of it really doesn't because it's hidden behind the building.
I would like to see a little more information too from ARI or whatever on if we're going to be running into this problem right along.
I understand that, yeah.
We're going to spend $62,000 long, and another month from now we're going to be putting in another $62,000, or is there any recourse that we could have or whatever on this? That's my question. As far as us kicking out the money.
Essentially what they're doing, I mean, and I know Bill asked for the specs, but
Well, it's just the scope of work.
the scope of work. I mean, they're going to replace the windows that are in there. They're tearing out the interior wall and they're replacing that and re-insulating it and cleaning everything because they're assuming that there's mold back there.
Do we know how much money has been spent thus far on, ever since that there were issues noted with the smell? Because I know it's been a long time, and how much money we've spent up to now with trying to test and trying to figure out
Yeah,
other options. Approximately.
Most of it has been our internal people that have been working on it. We did have a company in do air quality test to make sure there was nothing airborne. Other than that, we really haven't incurred any outside costs. I mean, it's mostly been our people drilling holes in the wall and probing to try to find the problem.
So ARI up to this point hasn't costed us anything?
Not above in conjunction with what's in front of you right now, no. I mean, yes, they have worked on it, but it's coming to a close here.
Okay.
Our people couldn't find the source of the smell. And it got to the point where we called somebody in to try to help us out because it wasn't getting any better. I mean, they tried dumping bleach in the walls, they drilled holes in there. I mean, they tried a lot of different things. It's still there today.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, on this teal construction, we talk about hiring local and such, And if the board chooses to hire this teal construction, it'd be nice to see them sign a project labor agreement with them, the school sign it with them, so at least we can hire local people from our area to do this work.
Well, you want to see one with this project?
What's that?
We can do that.
Yeah, I'd like to see, how can we get people to stick around here if we ain't hiring them? If we're hiring somebody from, possibly from Floodwood, well, that money don't stay here, that money, they come bring their guys up here and go back there. I'd rather see they sign a PLA, our school district sign a PLA with TL Construction to hire local guys. That's how I see it.
You can certainly make that amendment in the motion if you want to pass it. I mean, I don't foresee an issue with it, and if there is, I guess we would come back on July 23rd and try again.
So Kelly would have to amend her motion if she...
I would be happy to make that amendment with
Okay.
what Bill had said.
Okay.
Can you state that again for Justine?
I would like to see a project labor agreement between TL Construction in our school district in regards to this project.
Thank you, Bill.
And we'd need a second.
I'll follow that.
Okay, motion by Sather with the amendment of,
Project labor agreement,
Yep.
PLA.
and second by Director Peterson. Any further discussion?
Valencia is local and they do good work, so that's an alternative. We always have that option too. But we can save money, but have local people do the work with PLA. But Valencia has done work on local businesses. We had that straight line winds. Remember that about 2 years ago? It knocked down quite a few buildings and businesses, and Valencia did a majority of that. And had walls back up before the fall, cold weather. So
I think it at least gives us an option if the
Yep.
PLA does not work out, then it gives us an option for
Yep.
Plan B.
Yeah, and like I said, you would need some type of justification as to why you didn't take the low bid, and that would be one if they didn't accept the PLA.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Abstain.
Motion carries with Director Gentilini abstaining. 12.5, set closed session for negotiation strategies and meeting with legal counsel. Legal counsel should be here any time as well. Do we have a motion to set closed session for negotiation strategies and meeting with legal counsel?
Bill motion.
I will second. Motion by Sather, second by Lotiger. Any discussion?
Do you know what the topic is for meeting account?
With meeting with legal counsel?
Yeah.
I asked legal counsel to be here for tonight. Again, I'm a little leery on mentioning specifics, just because of wanting to make sure everybody's rights are protected. Yep. So
right.
I would just like to keep it that way. Once legal counsel's here, we'll discuss with them, and if it's decided that we need to go into open session to do anything or say anything, then we will do that. But I would like the advisement of legal counsel.
I'd just like to make a comment that this year thus far, I think the board has spent tens of thousands of dollars on legal fees that thus far are unfounded, and I kind of think it's sad that we're taking that money from our children, from the public. That'll be my only statement on that.
I think unfortunately times have called for that necessity, and I want to make sure that people's rights are not violated. So I agree that it's money that we should not have to be spending, but the fact is there that we do need that. So we've got a motion on the table, we've got a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Motion carries with Director Peterson against. 13.0 committee report. 13.1 study session notes from June 27th,
Yes.
2018.
So we had, giving just a brief overview, we had discussed the smart panels, which we had approved tonight. There was a belief at that day that there was a 1-year warranty, so that is nice to hear that that was corrected to actually a 3-year warranty. So we had a lot of conversation and a demonstration on the smart panels of the options that this would provide for the classrooms. We discussed the 2018-2019 preliminary budget and reviewed the areas within that, the potential grant projects, specifically $279,378 that was remaining in one of the grants for deferred maintenance that needed to be spent, and then some of the remaining amount of money that was in other areas that we had and where some of that money was being allocated to.
Okay. Do we need a motion to approve those notes, or?
No.
No. All right. 14.0 administrative report and information.
I'll be brief tonight, Madam Chair. I just wanted to update the board on our staffing efforts this summer. So we have filled almost all of our vacancies at this point. I did mention earlier we have a plumber and a custodian we still have to fill. Teaching-wise, we still don't have an IT teacher, shop teacher, whatever you want to call it. And we also do not have any applicants for business right now. So we're going to give it till probably the end of July, and then we might have to start coming up with Plan B on those two. But other than that, I think we have some elementary interviews tomorrow to fill some vacancy there. But other than that, I mean, it's going pretty good. Other than those two positions that I mentioned in the high school, it's kind of depressing actually. But we're in better shape than other districts around. I mean, there's a lot of them that are struggling. Actually, we just had I got another special ed we're going to do that after class in the junior high. So we're plugging along, and hopefully we find those last 3 people and we're ready to go by August. So.
If we don't, can we hardship them and fill them? Sorry.
That's okay.
What's that?
If we don't fill them, like formally, can we hardship them and get like a person in there for 1 year or no? Like
What kind of person?
I don't know, like a sub. You know, I mean, can we still offer those classes? You know what I'm saying? I mean, can we pull somebody that don't have that license?
We can get a Tier 1 license for somebody, but we still have to find somebody that's willing to do that and is able to do that.
What are you guys looking at for the elementary teacher? What position are you hiring for?
When the dust settles, it'll probably be 3 and 5. Any other questions? That's all I have tonight.
Okay. So should we take a brief recess while we wait for
Sure.
legal counsel? We'll take a brief recess until legal counsel shows up, which should be any time.